said so. Right. Just made it. Just made it. Just made it. The lift's not working again. Up all those stairs. Welcome, everybody, to the Sitcom Showdown, a game of nerve, verve, wit, skill, imagination, memory, but most of all, hello, my darlings. Tonight we feature two teams. There'll be Blackadder playing Yes Minister on this side, two magnificent giants doing battle. And what are they playing for? Well, tonight, our winners will take home this gorgeous antique-style stainless glass box. It may look empty, but it actually contains two breaths extracted from the very lungs of members of the Friends cast. Maybe Matt, maybe Jen. Not much. Well, this game is not all about winning. It's about not losing. For the losing captain tonight will, in full view of the public here, have to endure TV's most ignoble ceremony. The stripping of their comedy authority. It's ugly, it's wrong, it's at the end of the show, you're going to dig it. Over on this side, which is Blackadder, I can see your name's Tim. Tell us about yourself and why Blackadder for you.
OK, I'm Tim and I'm from Ealing. And I'm afraid I'm a lawyer. And I like Blackadder because I really like Rowan Atkinson and because I think it's better than Yes Minister.
That's fighting talk, but we'll see how it pans out. Who's next to you there? What's your story, James?
My story, I'm another lawyer. I've known Tim for some years.
Oh, you're both lawyers then, huh?
Yeah, afraid so.
OK. Sitting here, Andy, who are you and what might these people know you from?
My name's Andy Goldstein and I'll soon be a trainee lawyer.
By osmosis,
yes.
Just by breathing in next to them.
Looking forward to it.
That's our Blackadder team this evening. Already you've won over the audience without saying a word, I suspect. Roy, tell us who you are and why is it Yes Minister for you?
Well, I'm Roy, I'm from Peterborough, and I work in IT, and Yes Minister because it's even funnier than Blackadder.
OK.
Yes!
You see, what we've got here is a lawyer and an IT man battling out to see who knows more about humour.
It's sizzling, isn't it, Darren?
I know.
It is sizzling.
No, second series, we're going to get some real people in. Nick, I do apologise. Nick, how comes you know him and what's your favourite comedy? It doesn't have to be that one, of course.
I'm also from Peterborough and I met Roy many years ago at work when we were both television engineers.
Ah.
And he didn't know that I like Yes Minister. He rang me up and
So
I said,
you were both television engineers?
At
So
one
if your little monitor down here cuts out, you can give it all of that. That's
plenty of that.
Officially, you can give it that.
It's knowing where to hit.
Exactly where to hit it, of course it is. And look at this.
Look at
They
this.
said we'd never be in public again. My ex-wife from a stormy 10-week marriage in the 1980s, Miss Emma Kennedy Baker.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Ems, what might people know you from?
Well, if you're watching from the Netherlands, my face is on every single housing benefit form.
Yes, they're not. No, I'm joking. That's what
That's
it
not
is, isn't
joking,
it?
it really
No, I know.
is, yeah.
We've all got skeletons. Right, so that'll comprise over here our Yes Minister show, everybody.
Come on, Roy.
Round one, in order to put points on the board, is called You're Safe, You're Home Now, and by that, of course, we mean we're going to ask them questions about their home subject. So we'll start with Blackadder over here. Here comes your first clip, 3 questions on the other side of that.
Here it is, sir, the very cornerstone of English scholarship. This book, sir, contains every word in our beloved language.
Every single one, sir?
Every single word, sir.
Oh, well, in that case, sir, I hope you will not object if I also offer the doctor my most enthusiastic contrafibularities. Contrafibularities, sir? It is a common word down our way. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm anaspeptic, phrasmotic, even compunctious to have caused you such pericombobulation.
Oh, it's tough already, you're thinking.
It's all right.
It's all right, that's brilliant. Here comes your questions. Here comes your questions out there. Clip the first one to you, Tim, as captain. What series of Blackadder is that from? Number 3 series, of
I like the
course.
way you check with me as well. I think that's from the third series.
One
Danny.
lawyer checks with another lawyer.
Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't
Yeah.
mean a showbiz type to back
Exactly,
it up. Of course, it's Series 3, the Regency series. Can you name any of the words that Rowan Atkinson invented during that clip? And we need it absolutely accurately.
Pericombobulation.
You don't need to be...
Pericombobulations.
Don't confer on this one.
Last one.
Well, what were you going to say, Andy?
Pursuit, but it wasn't there, was it?
It wasn't there. You're going with pericombobulation.
That's it.
Like that.
Pericombobulations.
You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. You
Oh,
could have also had anaspeptic, phrasmotic, compunctious and contrafibularities, but certainly we'll let you have it for pericombobulation.
Nice
Now
work.
here, question 3. You've got 4 points so far. The dictionary in that episode. What eventually happened to it?
Got burnt
It was burnt. Yeah.
by Baldrick.
Yeah, I don't think it does get burned. I think they think it gets burned, but it actually doesn't. I might be wrong.
I think that eventually the very last thing, he was burnt.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Tim.
All right.
Tim, you're the captain. What do you say?
It was burnt.
You say the dictionary was burnt. Final answer. Here we go.
Dictionary!
Right. Well, the truth is, Doctor, now, don't get cross, don't overreact. The truth is, we burnt it.
Then you die!
Morning, everyone. You know, this dictionary really is a cracking good read. It's an absolutely splendid job.
Nothing happened to the dictionary. Andy was right. Our 2 lawyers wrong. No points for the last one. 4 in total. Whoa! Genuinely tense. How long is it?
It's genuinely tense.
You know, a good lawyer, I'm thinking of suing.
Over on this side, already they're 2 points down. Pay absolute attention to what it is. Let's see their clip.
What is it that I don't know?
What precisely do you mean, Minister?
I don't know. That's just it. I don't know. And I don't know because I can't find what questions to ask you. And I don't know what to ask you because I don't know. What is it that I don't know?
Minister, I don't know what you don't know.
Humphrey, there is something about the Solihull project that I know I don't know, and I know you know. I know Bernard knows. Joe Morgan knows. For heaven's sake, my own driver knows more than I do. It's only me, poor Joe Soap, has to stand up and tell the great British public about it, who hasn't got a clue as to what's going on. Humphrey, will you answer a simple question?
Certainly, Minister. What is it?
I don't know!
There's your clip. OK, come to the captain first for the first one on your own. Roy, the show broke down, of course, into 2 different titles. What are the 2 separate titles of the Minister series?
Yes, Minister, and yes, Prime Minister.
Absolutely. OK, so you're in question 2. In that clip, you saw Paul Eddington as Jim Hacker, of course, Nigel Hawthorne as Sir Humphrey. The third male lead wasn't seen there. Who was the third male lead? Character or actor?
Derek Foles.
As,
Yep.
just for the hell of it, as...
Bernard Woolley.
As Bernard Woolley, yeah, OK. Here comes your third question. That sometimes is referred to as the great I don't know scene. How many don't knows were in that scene? Was it 8, 11 or 14? Don't knows.
I think it's 11.
Captain?
We'll go for 11.
11?
Yes.
11 don't knows in total in the scene?
Yes.
Let's see the clip.
That I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Absolutely, 11
Nice one, nice one for
Yes,
that.
Minister goes into the lead. Well, at the end of that round, of course, what are the scores? Blackadder 4, Yes Minister 6. Right, the next round's called Leave Off, That's Me Telescope. Underneath your sofas, you will have descriptions of 3 sitcoms. Just 1 per side will be imaginary. The other 2 will have actually been made and been on television. Right. So we'll start over with Blackadder. You're behind at the moment. If you reach under there, you'll find an envelope. We'll start at this end with Andy. Andy, if you want to start reading over here...
Right, Dog Food Dan and the Carmarthen Cowboy. Aubrey and Dan are long-distance lorry drivers. Without realising it, are both having an affair with the other one's wife. Yep. Aubrey tells Dan's wife he's an MP. Dan tells Aubrey's wife he's carrying a top-secret load in his lorry, which actually turns out to be dog food.
OK, let it rest there as we come now to Team Captain Tim. What do you got, Tim?
All right, this is called The Early Bird. And it says here, playing on his Confessions' success, Robin Asquith starred as a milkman, Jimmy Wilkins, who was always on the lookout to deliver more than the usual 2 pints and a loaf to the scantily clad housewives of Willesden Green. Scrapes usually involve Jimmy hiding in wardrobes or hanging from windowsills to avoid angry husbands.
All right.
Brilliant.
OK. James, what do you got?
This was called Fun at the Funeral Parlour. Thomas, and Thomas is a family undertakers run by Ivor, who has a phobia of dead bodies. To make things worse, his wife runs off with an Oompa Loompa, and his oldest son goes to jail for dressing up corpses as Roy Orbison.
Now, you know, it's the mind games here, of course. You think, well, that's so far out, but 1, 2 or 3. Which one was never a sitcom?
I know that Fun at the Funeral Parlour is definitely a sitcom.
Right.
Because I've seen it.
OK.
What's your gut feeling, Captain?
I'd go for 2.
Would you? What would you go for?
I'll go for 2.
OK, we're going to go for 2.
Number 2, which is The Early Bird,
that's
Robin
the fake.
Asquith, and brought to us by Tim. Open your envelopes, and if you then have a little bit of shenanigans where you pretend to stand up, sit down, but the real fake sitcom, stand up, please.
Can we keep this going for a bit?
Yeah, go on, Bert. You're absolutely right.
Lucky.
Well done.
Lucky.
Very
On that side, there was no such sitcom as The Early Bird, Robin Asquith, although I'm staggered that there wasn't. There was no such sitcom. Well done. All right, well, the points are still on your side. You're 100% so far. Would you look under your sofas, please?
Yes.
Find 3 envelopes and play Leave Off. That's me telescope.
OK.
Go on.
This is genius. My Mother, the Car. Jerry Van Dyke starred as a lawyer who discovers that his mother has returned from the grave as a 1928 Porter convertible car. Memorable storylines included when Mother got drunk on antifreeze and the episode where Mother gets amnesia after being hit on the bumper.
That's the one, isn't it?
This one's It's Awfully Bad for the Eyes, Darling. A young Joanna Lumley starred in this sitcom penned by Jilly Cooper about 4 single girls called Pudding, Clover, Virginia and Samantha, who share a London flat. Storylines often involved Lumley walking around the flat in just her underwear.
I remember that one.
Yeah, OK, well, again, very plausible. Mick, what have you got?
Euston, we have a problem. Set on the British Rail London-Edinburgh sleeper, the sitcom starred Alexis Sale and Robbie Coltrane as 2 ticket inspectors always on the lookout for skirt in first class. Slightly surreal, the show also starred Peter Cook as the demon driver, a sinister character who kept Cub Scouts and oversized weasels in the engine room.
OK, there's the 3. What do you think?
I think 1 may sound strange, but I think it's actually right.
See, I agree with you. I don't think anyone can come up with something as far-fetched as that. What do you think?
Well, I think it might be 2.
You both are going. You're both going
we'll go for 2. We'll go for. I think it's 3, but we'll go for 2.
You think it's 3? OK.
No,
we'll
go for 2.
We'll go for 2.
We'll go for 2.
1, 2, or 3. Open your envelopes, and would the absolute imaginary sitcom stand up, please? They are saying it's number 2. Houston, we have absolutely right again. No points for Blackadder. There it is. That's It's Awfully Bad for the Eyes, Darling. Joanna Lumley, 7 episodes, 1971. For what it's worth, My Mother, the Car was something of a hit. Yeah, Dick Van Dyke's brother was in it, and I remember the episode as a kid when he got hit on the bumper and she lost her memory. She used to speak to him through the radio.
Like a night rider.
Yeah, a night rider.
Before
like
David
a
Hasselhoff.
nagging night rider, if you will. The point is,
mother-in-law.
at the end of that, lagging further behind there, Blackadder 4. Let's double that on this side. Yes, Minister. 8.
Oh, it's a drubbing. It's a drubbing.
Yeah, you can get as postmodern as you like, but there is still everything to play for, because there's 3 more bizarre rounds coming up right after this break on the Sitcom Showdown. We'll see you in a moment. Sitcom Showdown. And now, oh man, do we love this round. This is when it gets physical. As John Lennon once wrote, they're going to Brucify me, because that's what happens now with a round called What Would Reg Have Done? What happens is they're going to look at a scene from their peculiar sitcoms of choice. Over here, where you're going to see, of course, Blackadder. Over here, you're going to see Yes, Minister. And we'll start with you. And I know what it's like being a super fan of something, Roy. You look at it and think, well, I'd given anything to have been in that. And you would have done, wouldn't you? Well, you will. Except this time you're going to make it that much better. Have a look at the scene. And then think, right, when I act it out, how can I make it just a little bit better? When we bring all your passions, you get marks out of 5. Here comes your clip.
Perfect mistake! Sir Humphrey, to what do we owe this pleasure?
Minister, I must protest in the strongest possible terms. My profound opposition to a newly instituted practice which imposes severe and intolerable restrictions upon the ingress and egress of senior members of the hierarchy, and which will, in all probability, should the current deplorable innovation be perpetuated, precipitate a constriction of the channels of communication and culminate in a condition of organizational atrophy and administrative paralysis, which will render effectively impossible the coherent and coordinated discharge of the function of government within Her Majesty's United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
You mean you've lost your key?
Oh, now, in this round, you know what happens. You've got to reenact that scene. We'll give you all the cue cards. There's about 500 of them. Roy and Mick, why don't you come out here, Roy?
Come on!
Who's going to be who?
I'm going behind there.
You'll go behind there, Roy. Away you go. Now, the only change we brought to the set, because they use simple French windows on the original there, we thought, well, getting in through a proper window is even funnier, you see? So coming in through a real window, nothing like a mix-up at the Carpenters, by the way. So give it plenty. I'll mark you out of 5 at the end of it. Remember, you're way in front, but don't get complacent, like Chelsea. All right, so in your own time, what would Reg have done? Action!
It's all right, Prime Minister. I'm perfectly safe. Prime Minister, I must protest in the strongest possible terms my profound opposition to a newly...
Oh, you're getting 90 out of 5 for this. So away we go again, from the top. And energy. Remember, tempo, pace, tempo. Here we go. And deep breath. Bellow it.
Prime Minister!
Yeah, now you're getting it. Well done. Now we're getting it. That's it. All right. Coming through the window again.
All right, let's go
Coming through the window again. And this time, right, I'm probably... Run at the desk. You're making this better. Nigel Hawthorne didn't think of this business. Away you go. Through the window. At me, Roy. Run at me. And
Prime Minister, I'm
go.
perfectly safe.
Go.
Prime Minister!
this pleasure?
Prime Minister, I must protest in the strongest possible
Go on,
terms
boy. Go
my
on.
profound opposition to a newly...
Doesn't matter, just go on.
Which imposes severe and intolerable restrictions upon the ingress and egress of senior members of the hierarchy.
Hold your hair, you're in terrible...
And which will, in all probability,
Yeah.
should the current deplorable innovation be perpetuated, precipitate a constriction on the channels of communication and culminate in the condition of organisational atrophy and administrative paralysis.
Go on.
Which will render effectively impossible the coherent and coordinated discharge
Big finish.
of a function of government within Her Majesty's United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Oh, that's a
You mean you've lost your key?
Yeah! Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done, my friend Roy and Mick. I'll tell you, even though it needed a bit of acting, so I'll give myself 2 points, give you 3 points. I'm giving them 3 out of 5. How's about that? Yes?
Three out of 5. You know, I think it was a 4 out of 5.
Right, you want it tough, do you? Now, as I said, theirs is the cerebral, yours edges more towards the bombastic and grotesque. We're going to expect special things from Tim and James. You really need the points. We need a 5 out of 5 performance. And remember, on this show, there is no such thing as going over the top. An apposite phrase when you consider the clip.
Ha! Eat knuckle, Fritz! Ugh. How disgusting! A Bosch on the sole of my boot! I shall have to find a patch of grass to wipe it on. Probably get shunned in the officers' mess. Sorry about the pong, you fellows. Trod in a Bosch and can't get rid of the whiff.
Do you think we could dispense with the hilarious doggy-doo metaphor for a moment? I'm not a Bosch. This is a British trench.
Is it? Oh, that's a piece of luck. Thought I'd landed sausage side. Mind if I use your phone? If word gets out that I'm missing, 500 girls will kill themselves. I wouldn't want them on my conscience.
And so, it's over to you, Tim and James. Please join me in the centre here to reenact that scene for me. What would that have done? Right. You're going to need a pistol. Now, James, don't dog the scene just because he's got all the action.
No.
It's all in the fall. It's all in the reaction. You know, it's your moment. Steal the scene. Have your best show burgling clothes on. I know one other thing you need. Hold up, so we can identify who's who. Flashman, come here. I'm going to tash you up. OK, hang on. This has been torn from the very armpits of 17 Italian actresses. As I don't know why I said that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's yours.
Nice.
And working with a tash is hard. Working with a tash is very, very hard. And yours. OK.
It's like
Try
Village
that.
People.
Try that.
Look
Now
at that.
we've got something. Now you can find the character, haven't you? You saw how that scene ran. All your idiot balls will be over there. It's in the fold. It's in the action. Power and projection. You need 5 out of 5 on this. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blackadder Repertory Company presents the Flashman scene. Where you go.
Aha! Eat knuckle!
Whoa! I know they don't really hit each other in films, but there was like the Grand Canyon between swipe and fall. At least allow him to, I mean, the thing is, as you go to hit him, when you hear that, right? Yeah. Really? Okay. No, when you hear that, down you go. OK, and again, the Flashman scene. It's a reference company.
Aha! Eat knuckle, Fritz!
That's it.
How disgusting! A Bosch on the sole of my boot. I shall have to find a patch of grass to wipe it on.
Probably get shunned in the officers' mess. Sorry about the pong, fellows. Trodden a bit of bosh and can't get rid of the whiff.
Rise.
Do you think we could dispense with the hilarious doggy-doo metaphor for a moment? I'm not a boss. This is a British trench.
Is he? Oh, that's a piece of luck. Thought I'd landed sausage side. Ha!
Oh, very good. Yeah. Phone. You need the phone. In the phone. And the phone for you, sir.
Mind if I use your phone?
Go on.
If word gets out that I'm missing, 500 girls will kill themselves. I wouldn't want that on my conscience.
I'm saying that wasn't bad. Oh, my friend. Tim, that was some well done.
Well, nice work.
You know, Tim's performance was not only accurate, it sounded like it, the whole thing. There was a lot of energy in it. And because we need an element of contest here, I'm going to give 5 out of 5. There it is, at the end of that, Blackadder 9, and Yes Minister 11. They're still out in front.
Come on, lads, come on.
Ooh, but only just.
Nice work on that.
I know what you're thinking, OK, so we're doing a thing about sitcoms. We haven't even got round to the theme tune thing yet. Although it's not called the theme tune round, it's called I Know That. Hang on. I know that. That's the title of this round. What we're going to do is we're going to play you the title sequence from a very well-known sitcom, but with the wrong music on it. The music will be from another sitcom. The odd job is, of course, to identify both of these sitcoms and then replace in the correct music. So we'll start over this side. Watch your clip. OK, so there it is. I'll take the question from Captain Tim.
Yeah.
Tim, what music were we listening to?
Oh, can we have the other question?
OK, Tim.
Yes.
Firstly,
What were we watching?
what were we watching?
It was Thingy, wasn't it?
What's it called?
You know that.
Gimme.
That's it.
Yeah?
Gimme. Indeed,
Yeah,
we were watching Gimme.
Well done.
Did you know that?
I did.
Wonderful.
That's why I said
Good acting.
Actually, what was the music?
That's so old.
Yaddle-ding.
That's really...
Yaddling.
It's something like Love Thy Neighbour or
Yeah,
something.
it's not Please Sir, because that started with the big bell, didn't it?
Gonna have to take an answer of you.
I can't have you.
All right.
You're useless, aren't you?
He's in the wrong studio, I'm sure of it.
Mate, just like you.
Either Bless This House or Love Thy Neighbour.
We'll go for Neighbour.
Love Thy Neighbour.
You think it's Love Thy Neighbour?
Yeah.
Tell him what it is, Emma Freud.
Roy knows.
Roy,
got it.
tell us what is it?
On the buses?
It's on the buses.
no.
It was on the buses. Yes, it was. 2 points on this side. That brings just 1 point between the teams now. But you've got a game in hand, as they say. 11, Blackadder plays 12, Yes Minister. You've not played your round of I Know That, Hang On, I Know That yet. So, same deal. We're going to show you a title sequence, but the music will be erroneous. Afterwards, you've got to try and match them up and identify the two pieces. Here we go. Here's your clip. You've got that horrible twinkle and smile, Emma. And so have you, Roy, and you to a lesser extent, Nick, of people who know something. You're pretty confident here, aren't you?
I hope we
OK,
are.
so let's say, firstly, the visuals. What show was it?
Go on, Ryan.
The Good Life.
Yes, it was. Of course it was The Good Life. And the music that accompanied it, though, wasn't The Good Life. What show was that?
Well, we think it's...
Terry and June.
Yeah, it was Terry and June. You're still out in front. I think you've reinstated your lead. Yes, you had, in big double lines, because on this side, 11, Blackadder plays Yes Minister at 15.
Very good.
Ho, ho, list! I hear the King's horse bearing upon it the dread weight of the last round. Ah, there it is. Because you know what that is? It's the old quick-fire alarm bell. That signifies the last round, when you will have a certain amount of allotted time, same for each of you, until you hear that bell again. You can score lots of points. There are at the moment 4 in it, but I'll remind you, if you answer questions about your own subject, i.e. Blackadder or Yes Minister, you get 1 point. The next question will be away from that subject. You get 2 points for going away from your actual show of choice. OK, Blackadder team, Tim, you need every point, and particularly the away points. Your quick-fire alarm bell round starts now. In the first series of Blackadder, which king's head does Edmund accidentally chop off?
Richard III.
Richard III it is. Name this sitcom.
Porridge.
It is Porridge. Which member of the main cast did not appear in the 3rd Blackadder series?
Tim McKinney.
It is Tim McKinney. Name this character.
Vivian.
From the young ones. Yes, it is. In the Blackadder Goes Forth episode, Corporal Punishment, Blackadder murders Melchit's pigeon. What was its name?
Speckled Jim.
Speckled Jim it is. Name this sitcom.
Good.
One for the grave.
Yes, it is. What relation is Edmund Blackadder in the second series to Edmund in the first series?
Great-grandson or
Yes,
something.
he is. In Heidi High, what is the name of the holiday camp where the Yellowcoats work?
Maplin.
Yes, it is Maplin. Name this character.
George.
Bob. Bob. Oh, I said Bob. In Hello, Hello, what was the name of the missing painting that Rene is hiding?
The painted Madonna with the big boobies.
Yes, it is. Well done. Blackadder dies at the end of all but one of the Blackadder series. Which one?
4.
No, it isn't. It's 3. Oh, right at the end then. Blackadder 3 doesn't die, but that was pretty good. On all kinds of subjects. The Blackadder series.
You don't really presume it, do you? Yeah, could have lived. Everybody died.
All right. Now then, you need a good score here, and I will keep it moving fast, but as you can see, when you hesitate, the clock keeps ticking.
Yeah.
Here come the Yes Minister quick-fire questions until you hear the bell again. Here we go. In Yes Minister, Jim Hacker is the MP for which constituency?
Birmingham East.
Birmingham East. Name this character.
Oh, it's Raquel.
Raquel from Only Fools and Horses. In Yes Minister episode The Right to Know, what animal is Hacker's daughter trying to protect when she threatens to go naked?
Badger.
Badgers it is. Name this character.
Oh, it's
Captain Peacock.
Captain Peacock. In Yes Minister, which government department is Hacker Minister for?
Department of Administrative Affairs.
Absolutely. Name this sitcom.
Absolutely fabulous.
True or false? The rise of Yes Minister, Anthony J and Jonathan Lynn were introduced to each other by John Cleese. True or false?
True.
It is absolutely true. Which serving Prime Minister wrote and starred in a one-off Yes Minister special?
Thatcher.
Thatcher it is. Name this character.
Pass. I don't know. Do you know?
No idea.
Pass.
That's Dorothy Wainwright. In Up Pompeii, Frankie Howell played a slave called Lurcio. What was the name of his owner? Ludicrous Sextus or Lecherous Verminus?
Ludicrous Sextus.
Ludicrous Sextus it is. In Yes Minister, Humphrey has the little letters KCB after his name. What do the letters stand for?
Knight of the...
No, Knight Commander of the Order of the Bath. In Dad's Army, what was Captain Mainwaring's day job? Butcher, banker or candlestick maker?
Banker.
Yes, it was. He's the one. That right at the end there, and that gave him the 2 points, which I know you're bitching about over here already, but it wouldn't have mattered, I suspect. Blackadder 26 on 30. Our winners, Yes Minister.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
We must now ask our losing captain to get on board this. Cue thunderclap. It's the cushion of comedic discomfort, the soft furnishing of sitcom sufferance, if you will, the poof of pantomimic pillory. Tim, Roy, come and join me in the centre, and I'll explain what's about to go down. In a word, Tim, and if you'll forgive the phrase, what's about to go down is you, my friend. You arrived here today full of hubris. Yes, I know all about comedy, and look, here we are 40 short minutes later. And this is what you've got to do. Get on your knees. He's the king of comedy. Get on your knees, both knees. See that sign over there? Read it loud, and I hope it sticks in your craw.
What was I thinking of saying Blackadder was better than...
Yes, Minister.
No, well, Yes, Minister. I must have been drunk or high on paint fumes or something. You are the big daddy of sitcom, and I, rather ironically, am nothing but a joke, a big... smelly, unfunny joke.
Harsh. But you, Lord Conqueror that you are, have it in your gift to ease his pain somewhat with...
I hear what you say, and I accept your apology. It's an easy mistake to make. You see, life's easy, but comedy's hard.
Yes, it is. Get up, both of you. Well done. We'll see you next time on the Sitcom Showdown. Bow, everyone. Bow, everyone. Bow, everyone.
One man